Hello everyone and namaste. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I know I am making this video after a long time. Since last 5 months I have not uploaded anything, and thank you for subscribing my channel. Whoever have subscribed, I already reached almost close to 2400 subscribers in a year. So thank you very much for liking the videos and sending all the comments that videos you like and being part of this channel. And today I am going to make video regarding how to do Kapalbhati. This practice will complete in 2 parts. So first parts we will talk about what Kapalbhati is. It is a Kriya or it is a Pranayamas. If you have watched so many videos, some people will say it is a Pranayama, some people will say it is a Kriyas, but we will make clear that one with evidence and with proof that what it is actually. It's a Kriya or it's a Pranayama. Kapalbhati practice, it's a very good practice, and it prepares our body, our lungs for the advanced practices of the breathings, especially the pranayamas. So this is the preparatory breathing practice which prepares our lungs and especially the breathing passage to get cleaned and do the pranayamas. I'll be using some presentation here, so you can see that one. If you want to have the complete information about this practice, make sure you watch from beginning till the end. And I promise you, I have gone through the YouTube and I have gone through a lot of videos, but nobody has given you this much information. So I will try to cover all this vast information regarding this practice, about the evidences, where it comes from, and is it a Kriya or is it a Pranayama, and then later some aspect of it, how it is done, whose it is beneficial for and who should avoid it. And I'll make another video how to practice it. So let's start. So I will open the presentation and you will see that thing. So here you see that's how it is pronounced. So you can read the name, it's called Kapalbhati. Above the A you will see one line, so that means big sound. It's Kapal, Kapal and Bhati, that is the name. And if you see the word meaning of it, Kapal means your forehead or you can say skull, and Bhati means to clean it or to make it shining. So that's why you will see that many people will be saying that when you practice Kapalbhati, your forehead or you can say your face will be shining later on. And if I go to the next page, you will see. So what it is? Actually, it is a Pranayama or it is a Kriya. I know it's a breathing practice, and a lot of people they say breathing practices in yoga means pranayamas. But actually, is it Pranayama or is it Kriya? So I will give you some textual evidences, because all yoga practices, you know, they have the evidences from where they come and which text the methodology or you can say practice mentioned. So I will give you the reference of 2 texts here. One is very famous text in Hatha Yoga, it's called Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and another text reference I will give you, it's called Gheran Samhita. Actually these are the 2 texts which are most referred in yoga practices. And of course, Kapalbhati is a Hatha Yogic practice. So I'll give you the reference. Then you will be clear by yourself that it's a Pranayama or it's a Kriya. So let's go to the next page. So you will see it's written as per Hatha Yoga Pradipika, chapter number 2 and verse number 44. If you see in this verse, so these are the pranayamas are named. Practically there are 8 pranayamas, and 8 pranayamas you can see from here, if I can underline in red color. So these are the 8 things I have underlined. You will see it's called Suryaveda, Ujjayi, Sitkari, Shitli, Bhrastrika, Brahmari, Murcha and the Plavanis. So these are the names of 8 different types of pranayamas in yoga text. Did you see any name here called Kapalbhati? Means Kapalbhati is not included in pranayamas. So this is the first evidence coming from Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And second page if you go, here you will see mentioned some practices. And if I underline again, Dhauti, Basti, Neti, Trataka, Nauli and Kapalbhati. So here you see Kapalbhati is mentioned. You will see here, under here it is written, it's called purification process. So these are all 6 practices, all called purification processes. Purification processes in yoga we say Shat Kriyas. Shat means 6 and Kriyas means cleansing processes. So actually you will see clearly evidence here that Kapalbhati is not a pranayama. Kapalbhati is a Kriya or Shat Kriya or it is a cleansing process. So if you have been saying so far Kapalbhati Pranayama by listening those very famous gurus and some yoga teachers here and there, so now you know that Kapalbhati actually it's not a pranayama. It is in Hatha Yoga practices, it is mentioned as a one of the Shat Kriya. It is clear evidence here that Kapalbhati is a purification process or Shat Kriya. Okay, this is the Hatha Pradipika, and next page you will see it's another Hatha Yogic text is called Gherend Samhita, and this one also puts the Kapalbhati in Shat Karmas, or you can say Shat Kriyas, 6 Kriyas. So you will see the same names will be coming here. So you will see first number called Dhauti, Basti, Neti, Lauliki means Nauli, Trataka, and here you will see last Kapalbhati. So both Hatha Yoga texts putting this practice in Shat Karmas, or you can say Shat Kriyas. You will find this one if you have the book in chapter number 1 and shlok number or verse number 12. So it is very clear here that Kapalbhati is not a pranayama, it's a Shat Kriya, or you can say cleansing process or Shuddhi Kriyas to clean the breathing tract. Okay, now how it should be done. So if I can read in Sanskrit, it say Bhastravalauhakarasya Recha Purau Sasambhramau Kapalbhatir Vikhyata Kapha Dosh Vishoshini. So this is the process explained that how it should be done. The meaning if you read in English, effortful exhalation and inhalation imitating the bellows of a blacksmith is famous by the name Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati name comes from that blacksmith's bellow, Bhati. In India, we say Bhati. And you will see second part mentioning the benefits. This is a destroyer of diseases arising out of imbalances of Kapha dosha, or you can say Kapha humor. So in Ayurveda, all the diseases happen because of the imbalances in 3 doshas, right? So 3 doshas are called Vata, Pitta and Kaphas. So Kapalbhati helps to remove Kapha dosha imbalancing. So all the diseases happening because of the Kapha dosha imbalances are removed by practicing Kapalbhati. So this is the methodology how to do it, and for what we do it you will see clearly mentioned in Hatha Yoga Pradipika 2nd chapter verse number 36. So these were the references, or you can say evidences that Kapalbhati practice where it is mentioned. So it is not part of the pranayama, it is part of the Shat Kriyas, and including how it should be done when we practice it. Okay. So next slide you will see benefits like what is mentioned, that it is removes all diseases related to Kapha dosha imbalances. So Kapha dosha, one of the dosha in Ayurveda, because it is mentioned that it will remove all the Kapha dosh related problems. So you will see here in this slide that what are the Kapha dosh related problems which can be eliminated or removed by practicing of Kapalbhati as per Hatha Yoga books. So here you will see what is the Kapha dosha imbalances. So if you have the excess fluid in the body, so you will see first number it say excess fluid in the body. Excess fluid means water retention. Modern medical science we say edema. Another thing is that if you see your tongue, in Ayurveda lot of diseases are diagnosed by seeing the tongue. So if your tongue has a thick white coating, so thick white coating is another sign of having constipation or poor digestion. So that can be eliminated by Kapalbhati. That is another Kapha dosha imbalances symptom. And you will see third thing it say slow, sticky, sluggish bowel movement. Means you can say indirectly or directly constipation. So irregular bowel movement. And if you have extra body weight, that's why if some people are overweight, so in Ayurveda we say Kapha dosh is increased in your body, it's not balanced. So Kapalbhati can help with that one also. Difficulty in rising in the morning. So if you cannot wake up easy in the morning, feel lazy or heaviness and you want to sleep more, so Kapalbhati do the regular, it will help you to get up fresh in the morning. And 6th number you will see, it's called feeling foggy, dull, lethargic or the heavy. So if you have these feelings, so that can be also helped by the Kapalbhati. And then 7th number you will see getting easily attached or possessive. So if you are getting attached with individuals or things, Kapalbhati can help you to get rid that mental kapha imbalances also, because all the doshas not only contributing to the bodily problems but mental problems also. So, this is getting too much attached or possessive to something or someone. So, that will also can be solved by practicing Kapalbhati. And number 8 says feeling overly sentimental, complacent and stubborn. So, these are all things can be eliminated by practicing Kapalbhati. And other thing you will say, tendency of emotional overeating. So, what happens sometimes some people are in stressed or very emotionally imbalanced. So, you will see people start overeating something. So, that is their stress busting mechanism, that you will eat, your body will crave for something. So, that is another imbalance, and by practicing Kapalbhati you can fix this emotional imbalance also. Then number 10 you will see diseases named here. So, like a diabetes, depression, asthma and excessive of sleep. So, these are the problem. Diabetes, it is very common nowadays, right? Lot of people getting diabetes. So, this can be fixed by practicing Kapalbhati. Then last one you will see that problems related to kapha reason. So, you see kapha dosha imbalance, but same time kapha is dominant some organs of the body or some part of the body. So, if those parts of the bodies are having some issue which is related to kapha doshas, those organs are, you will see, chest, throat, head, joints, tongue, nose and small intestine. So, these are the body parts or you can say organs where kapha is dominant and kapha dosha stays, or you can say it is the seat of kapha dosha. So, all the issues related to these areas can be eliminated. So, this is all kapha dosha, because clearly mentioned in the practice kapha dosha visoshini. So, it can eliminate problems related to kapha dosha. Okay. So, let us go for next slide, and next slide you will see some more benefits of Kapalbhati. Most of the issues what we feel. So, if you are suffering from common cold, flu cold happen very often, common cold in some seasons or some weather's conditions. So, you will see if you are getting very often that one common cold. So, that can be helped with the Kapalbhati. And same time sinusitis, if you have congestion all the time, you cannot breathe through the nose. Some people have the sinusitis problem, they cannot breathe freely because all the time your sinuses areas are congested. If you have the sinusitis problem, medical condition, so this can be fixed by doing the Kapalbhati. Then you will see allergies like dust allergy, some kind of smell, pollens. So, those are all allergies you will see can be eliminated by practicing Kapalbhati. And effective in weight loss by increasing the metabolic rate. So, if you practice Kapalbhati, it helps to increase metabolic cycle, and which helps to reduce the weight, or you can say weight management, and cleanse the subtle energies channels which are called nadis. Nadis are energy channel in the body through which prana flows in entire body. So, nadis get cleaned. So, those are all subtle benefits, and you will see it stimulates abdominal organs. So, extremely useful to improve digestion, improving digestions, and especially it is good for the people who having diabetes. Then improves the blood circulation, especially to the areas of your digestive area, because when you do this practice the vigorous movement of the abdomen happens. So, it increases the circulation in all vital organs present in the abdomen. So, increase the blood circulation. Then other thing what you will see, improves digestive tract function. So, it is again repeating, but you will see it improves your digestive tract function. Means digestive tract means from beginning from mouth till the bottom, till the anus. So, all digestive tract related issues can be helped to restore the normal functioning of the digestion. And same time the food, when you eat, nutritions are not getting absorbed properly from the food. So, that is also can be restored by practicing Kapalbhati, and results in reducing the belly fat, energizes the nervous system and rejuvenates the brain cells. This you will see if you practice Kapalbhati for longer time. I can tell you that this is the very evident proof you will start feeling that it will energize your nervous system and rejuvenates the brain cells. So, after practicing the Kapalbhati you feel very light mentally because it energizes the nervous system. And last one you will see calms and uplifts the mind. So, it will help you to reduce that unnecessary thought pattern, stress or anxiety related issues. So, those things can be also removed by Kapalbhati, and if you can remove this one, what will happen? Your mind will calm down. So, that is the benefits you get by practicing the Kapalbhati. So, these are the benefit part. Next slide you will see. So, when we practice Kapalbhati, what happens technically? So, we already mentioned what is the process. Process as per Hatha Yoga Pradipika, what shloka saying? What the verse saying? That Bhastravalohhakarasya means active exhalation like a bellow of blacksmith. So, Kapalbhati technically you will see what Kapalbhati it is a active exhaling process. Because it is active exhaling process, so we use the term to call it that it is active exhalation and passive inhalation. So, if I can do few times, you will see like this. The sound which is coming, you will hear it's a exhalation sound. So, Kapalbhati is active exhalation process. So, all the sound, all the effort involved in this practice is to exhale with the force and actively. What happens when we actively exhale? So, we have the lungs, right? So, normal breathing or deep breathing we are doing. So, physically the breathing going where? It goes in the lungs, right? And it comes out from the lungs. So, lungs are the, you can say balloon or you can say air sacs where all the air goes in and comes out. So, technically what happens? What happens that during the natural breathing process, what is the mechanism, how it works? Because natural breathing, when we breathe around 15 to 20 times. So, the normal breathing goes in and comes out, even we do not feel it. Around 500 to 600 milliliter of air going in with every breathing and coming out with every breathing. And lungs are very large, lungs can take a lot of air. So, when we are inhaling normal breathing in and exhaling normal breathing out, so very small portion of the lungs, you can say here, mostly here the lungs space get utilized. So, you will see far end of the lungs are not getting utilized. In those upper lobe of the lungs, side or you can say bottom, normal breathing mostly not reaching there. So, what happens there? So, some volume of the air always remaining there, and that air is called residual volume or you can say excess carbon dioxide. And you know carbon dioxide is a byproduct. It should be exhaled and it should come out the way all the toxins go out. So, this toxic gas called carbon dioxide should come out, and with the normal breathing it is not exhaled properly. That volume always remains in the lungs, and that volume of the air is called residual volume. So, when we do the Kapalbhati with the forceful exhalation, you can say active exhalation. So, we want to push out that and we want to empty that extra residual volume of the air remains all the time in the lungs, which is carbon dioxide. So, that is the exhalation process we apply with Kapalbhati to remove it. That is why we say Kapalbhati is a cleansing process. What it cleans? It cleans the residual volume of the air which stays all the time in the lungs. So, whole focus to do the practice is to clean residual volume of the air. Got it? So, this is the very clear thing. If you have watched the other videos, nobody has mentioned or nobody will mention this part, but this is physiologically what we do by practicing the Kapalbhati to get rid that residual volume of the air from the lungs, which is carbon dioxide. And because we are taking the maximum carbon dioxide out, which is a residual volume, the lungs is the organ again where exchange of the gas is happening. So, carbon dioxide is left in the lungs, then we exhale it, and every time we are inhaling, oxygen is going in and it is getting absorbed in the blood. So, oxygen get absorbed and carbon dioxide comes out, and that exchange all happening inside the lungs. So, you will see if we do the Kapalbhati, if we take the maximum carbon dioxide which is called residual volume of the air, and if we taking that one maximum, so what will happen? So, we are helping to get the blood purified. So, that is why other benefit you will see, it helps in purification process of the blood. So, blood purification process improves when we do the Kapalbhati, because we are removing the excess carbon dioxide from the lungs and from the blood. And next one, you will see technically what is happening. It cleanses the lungs and the respiratory tract. Of course, when we doing, so it is a breathing process, right? So physiologically we are breathing, means it starts from the nose and going up to the lungs. So when we doing the forceful exhalation, so it cleanses all the breathing tract from the lungs to the nose, and any congestion there, if you doing forceful exhalation, it will help to clean the physical things also. Physical things means excess mucus. That's why when you do the Kapalbhati, so you have to sit with the keeping some tissue paper or some towel with you, because sometimes when you start practicing, you will see something will come out from the nose. So it cleans lungs and respiratory tract, and same time you will see cleanses the sinus. Sinus, I already mentioned, sinus means your forehead and the skull. That is the basically, that's why the name it itself is a Kapalbhati, cleanses the forehead and skull by cleaning the sinuses. Because of the vigorous movement in the abdominal area, in out. So abdominal muscles actually are the one helping you to throw the air with the force. So when you are throwing it out, the air, then your abdominal muscles going in to generate the force to exhale forcefully. So once you doing that abdominal movement with the breathing, you will see because of the movement, blood circulation will improve in abdominal area, and that will help to improve the function of abdominal organs. So all the abdominal organs present there, from your digestive organs to your liver to pancreas to kidneys to all reproductive systems. So all the organs, you see, all the vital organs are present here only. So those all vital organs get proper blood circulation, proper massage, proper exercise. So you will see that functioning of all abdominal organs increases. Next one called nervous system. So lot of nerve ganglia are present along with the spine, and especially in your pelvic area. Pelvic area means bottom part of the belly and your hip area, the pelvic area, pelvic floor, which one we say. Lot of nerve ganglia are present there, and because of that vigorous movement specifically in the lower belly, when we do that, so that all get activated, and you will see the pelvic area gets stand up. So it is good for people who have lazy lifestyle. So you see, whenever you are having very sedentary lifestyle, doing the office work, sitting on the chair all the time, so the pelvic area of the body becomes very weak. That's why you will see sometimes people who they sitting long hours on the chairs, they develop back pain or sciatic pain very often, because of the bottom parts of the torso becomes, those muscles become weak, because your body all the time from torso to the upper part of the legs remain in L shape. That L shape means back side of the your pelvic muscles become weaker, and front side of the pelvic muscles become over contracted. One side becomes very stiff, other side becomes very loose, and then that causes the back pain. And so when we do the Kapalbhati, those nerves or those nerve ganglia get activated, and you will see stimulates the whole nervous system, and it is good for the lazy people to boost their energy. Then other you will see helps to get the mastery over the pranayamas. That's why Kapalbhati is always in pranayama practices. It prepares your lungs, prepares your all diaphragm, or you can say chest flexibility, abdominal flexibility, all this happening through the Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati is preparing your lungs and the respiratory tract to get mastery over later practices which are called pranayamas, and Hatha Yoga Pradipika names them as a kumbhaka. So kumbhakas can be mastered by practicing Kapalbhati. And then last one you will see here, that helps in achieving mental calmness, pause after long term practice. So when you do the long term practice, so in the beginning if you are starting with the less strokes, let's say 20, 30, 40 and increasing, and if you can increase up to 1 minute in one round, and if you practice 1 minute continue Kapalbhati, and when you finish that round, you will see that your mind becomes very calm and feels like a vacuum. The vacuum or empty space at the thinking level get created. So that's what you will see. The last one is saying you can achieve the mental calmness. Pause means there are no more thoughts. Achieve the pause, like certain seconds, either thoughts become very less, or you achieve like a pause, like deep meditative kind of stage can be created by just practicing Kapalbhati. So, this is how the Kapalbhati is very beneficial in achieving these goals, and this is the technical aspect of the Kapalbhati. Now, because Kapalbhati is very important practices and you already know for what it can be beneficial, but same time you see, if you have certain physical conditions or issues we develop with the age or because of something, so certain people might not be able to do it the same way normal people can do it. For sure you can do with the precaution, with the guidance of the teacher, but certain conditions if you have, then you have to avoid this practice. So, that one what it will be, if you have the heart condition, some heart related problem, and if you are seeing the doctor for the heart related problems, and if you have hypertension or you can say high blood pressure, and same time if you have the migraine or asthma, you can practice, but always practice with your doctor's advice, or you can say proper yoga expert who can help you and guide you to do this practice. So, then you practice, do not overdo or do not do by yourself without consulting your doctor if you have these issues. Then other thing, if you have the artificial pacemaker or stent in your heart, so those people should not do it. Then if you have back pain because of the lower part of the back, or you can say lower spine, if you have the slip disc related issues, and because of that if you have the back pain, when we do the Kapalbhati, so vigorous movement of the belly happens, and that vigorous movement of the belly can cause you more back pain. So, if you have the slip disc, and because of the slip disc if you feel the backache, you should not do it. Then if you have any abdominal surgery, so again take the doctor's advice that how many months you have to avoid any practices related to breathing or exercise or asanas. You take the consultation from your doctor that how many months you should avoid. Then if you have the ulcers or suffering with the hernia, so those things if you have, you should not do it. And same time some people have epilepsy, and if you get the epilepsy attacks, so you should not do it. So, for them it is completely not doing it. And then if ladies are pregnant, and same time if you are having menstruation cycle, then you should not do it. So, this is very clear that who should not do the Kapalbhati. Otherwise, if you do not have these conditions, then anyone can do it. Anyone at any age, any gender can do the Kapalbhati and can get all the benefits what we mentioned before. Get your lungs cleaned and prepare yourself for practicing advanced level of the practices which are pranayamas. And next video will be coming very soon, where I will explain only how to do it. So, that video will not be very long, it will be very short, that how you can practice it properly without making any mistake, what should be the rhythm, how to start it, what should be the duration, how much I should do it. So, that is all I will explain in the next video. So, thank you very much for this video, for watching this much long, but it was very good information to share with you. And if you have any questions, you can put in the comments, or you can find my contact number in the every video's description. My WhatsApp number, my email, everything is there, and just write to me and I will try to help you. Even if you make a call, ready to help you with anything. So, thank you for this video, and I will see you soon in the next video.